the one that you miss. You haven't, right? This one is this year already. That's last year's things. Okay, negative b plus minus square root. Kevin, what's inside?
B square minus 4AC.
Very good. B square minus 4ac. And this is not given, not given. Over. Okay, algebraic baselines that you have to know. Okay, so if you have a quadratic equation like that, we must always, the quadratic equation must always be equals to 0. So 0 equals to 3x squared minus 11x plus 2. This is the standard of presenting. Your A is 3. Your B is negative 11. Your C is 2. Okay. The standard of presenting is x equals to negative 11. If you put 11 there, it's also fine. Plus minus square root of. Now b square you don't need to put. By right, you don't need to put negative 11 square. It's actually understood to be 11 square. Okay, but okay, because negative 11 square and 11 square they are the same. Minus 4, a is 3, c is 2 over 2 bracket 3. Okay, this is called the standard of presentation equals to 11 plus minus. Okay, you must use your calculator and key in 11 square minus 4 times 3 times 2. Janessa, key for me 11 square minus 4 times 3 times 2. 121 minus 24. So 96.
Minus 3.
Yeah?
97.
97. Janessa, is it 97?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, I can hear you now. Over 6. Okay, this is the standard of presentation. You must use your calculator to key in whatever is inside the square root. Do not key the square root with your calculator. Next thing is, right, do not use your calculator to evaluate this. So now take out your calculator, or take out your scientific calculator and bring up. You use this? Is that? Yeah. Oh, yeah, okay. Yeah. Okay, take out your calculator. You all should know already. Okay. Do you use this or do you use a newer one? You use this. For those of you using 96, it's called mode 33. This one you should know what to do, right? You know what to do? Yeah. Mode, you know what to do? Yeah, you know what to do, Okay. So my calculator is, I don't know what. Write down what you are using. Mode what? For most of you, it's called mode 33. You're using what? Mode what? Mode 32. You? Sharp, no, the Canon one? Mode 43. Children, mode 33 or mode 522? Which one is yours? Oops, I forgot that you don't feel well. Yeah. Mode 43. Okay. Then Janessa, mode 33, is it? Or
Yeah.
Yeah, mode
33.
Okay, mode 33. Come, tell me the first answer. Kevin. Sarah. First answer. Do mode 33 lah. Do quadratic solver. Huh? That means find out what is the answer for the quadratic equation. Huh? Huh? You know one. Yeah, it is a decimal. Yeah lah. A is 3. B is negative 11. Yes. Yes. A is 3. B is negative 11. Okay, so the standard presentation is you come to here. Okay? Tell me the first one, Kevin. 3.47. 3.4. Sawa? 48. Okay? Or you must write all. You must write all. I've seen sloppy boys from Hwa Chong, VS also, never write all, penalized, PP. The other one, Raiden.
0.1919.
Sama?
0.1918.
Okay, you must put 5 SF or 6 FF as much as possible, doesn't matter. You must show approximate to 3.47 or 0.192. Sometimes the question asks for 2 dp. Okay, when the question asks for 2 dp, you know confirm quadratic solver. That means this is called quadratic solver, okay, or quadratic formula. Okay, can if they ask for 2 dp or ask for 3 SF like that. There's another way of showing is called third form. This one later I will explain to you guys. Okay, can So most of you who have been with me last year, you all know that, okay, if I want you to factorize, please do not tell me what is x. Factorize means put in two brackets. Again, now use your quadratic solver, key in A, B, and C. Okay. Okay then, what is the first bracket? 2.2, right? That is your limit. That's the limitation of yours. 2.2, right? You got 2.2, right? 2.2 right? In improper fraction is what? 2 whole 1 over 5, right? 2 whole 1 over 2 times 5, 10, 11 over 5, right? 11 over 5, right? Yeah. So you must put 5x minus 11 for yours. For those doing sharp, right? You will not get a fraction. You will get a decimal. Okay. So you must own self convert. Yeah. Okay. Then what is the other bracket? Kevin. 3x minus 2. Rayden, do you know how I get 3x minus 2 and 5x? Because in your calculator, right, you get x equals to 11 over 5, right? Right now, 11 over 5, or x equals to 2 over 3, right? I think you got these two, right? Okay, you must make it linear. Multiply by 5x, then equals to 11 minus 11. That's how I get the first bracket. Multiply by 3x equals to 2. Bring the equals over negative 2. That's how I get the second bracket. Okay, but most of you, yeah, those who maybe in Sec 2, you know already. Okay, now question. Sometimes when you ask to solve, again, key into your quadratic solver. And then Sarah tell me, is it a rational number or irrational number? Irrational number means very long fraction. Very long decimal.
Rational means can be put as a fraction, right?
Or whole number, yeah, or whole number. Rational or irrational? Irrational, right? So first thing is, irrational, confirm,
I thought rational.
You got rational. You? This one, this one. Irrational means a very long decimal. What's the decimal? Yours also? Rational or irrational?
Oh, that's number 2 is.
Then the other one, equal? Negative 3,
By 4 over 7.
Yeah, so yours also got limitation. So when one of your answer can be a whole number, right? Means it can be factorized nicely. So sorry, the first one is negative 3, Second one is negative 3, doesn't matter. So this negative 3 means it's x plus 3, right? Okay. Then I teach you all, look here. So for those of you using Casio and sharp one, right? Because no, that's the easy way lah. Of course, change calculator lah. You see, if you know one of your answer is this one, right? Okay. Can you see 7x squared? What must multiply by x to form 7x squared? Okay, then 7x, right? Okay, then Rayden, can you see this is negative 12? There's 3 over here already. What must be the number behind? To form negative 12. Minus 4. Yeah.
Isn't that like the cross method?
Yes. That's the reverse of the cross method. So I'm teaching you all this, algebra baseline. Okay? Yeah. But if your calculator can give you the fraction, then good for you. If you get 4 over 7 nicely, then you just do this all, multiply by 7 over and then put 4. Okay, equals to 0, x equals to negative 3, or x equals to 4 over 7. Remember the difference between factorize and solve. Okay, solve means I want x. Factorize means I only want to break up x into the 2 factors. Okay? Good answer done. Cheng, you've done, let's say, type the OK for me.
I'm done.
Okay. Okay, good. Okay. This advanced simultaneous equation, I will not dive into it. I will just use it as a recap only. Okay. Advanced simultaneous equation means, write down. One linear and one quadratic. Okay. Use substitution only. Make x and y the subject from the linear one. Point to the linear one. Make x or y the subject from the linear one. Okay, if you have a fraction, expand the numerator and the denominator separately. What do I mean by that? Can you see x minus 2 squared over 2? Okay, then it will become x squared minus 4x plus 4 over 4. Okay, always then after that, if you have an over 4 like that, right? multiply by 4 or multiply by 8 or multiply by whatever to make the whole thing linear. Always make the whole thing linear and then form the quadratic equation. Use the calculator if cannot be factorized. If it can be factorized, use the quadratic formula. Use the calculator to see whether it can be factorized. If cannot be factorized, that means if it's an irrational number, right? Then we have to show the quadratic formula. Okay, then what's the quadratic formula? Plus minus square root. Okay, over 2a. Write a few times, you will remember already.
Why only use multiplication?
Because you cannot make x the sum, because you cannot eliminate when there's a quadratic. If you have an x square and x square for first equation, you just look here. Can you do elimination for this? The second one can do, can eliminate. Yeah. Then times 2x, you cannot times by a constant. You cannot times by a variable, you can only multiply by a constant. Okay, so you see? Which one? 2x minus 3y. Okay, yeah. Okay, 2x minus 3y. Okay, so first we must make x, we can make either x the subject or y the subject. 2x equals to 3y minus 1, or x equals to 3y minus 1 over 2. Okay, over here, write down, make x the subject. Okay, you can then you label this as equation 1, and then now you label this as equation 2 because the first one useless one. Okay, substitute 1 into 2. Okay, this one actually most of us last year we did already. 4 and then the x squared is 3y minus 1 over 2 squared plus 9y squared equals to 15. Be careful, some people stuck because they forgot to sub it in here.
Wait, you times the 4 1 is what?
Don't square the 4. The square belongs to the x only. Here, the square belongs to the x only. The square belongs to the x only. We don't square the 4.
No, but like the 4 you times the fraction of the square fraction.
You square the fraction first. But technically it will be the same. So this one will be 4. Numerator, I do algebraic expansion. Okay, 9y squared minus 6y plus 1 over 4 plus 9y squared equals to, look here, this is 15. The y can attach to the 15. Okay, 15 bracket 3y minus 15y, sorry, 15y bracket 3y minus 1 over 2. Okay, all these are just getting your into the groove of it. So you realize that the 4 and the 4 can cancel, right? Okay, the only fraction left is the over 2, right? Yes, it's the over 2, right? Yeah, then I will do this. I will multiply by 2 to both sides. Multiply by 2 and multiply by 2. Because I want to remove this. Okay, I will multiply by 2 to everybody. So it will be 18y squared minus 12y plus 2 plus. Be careful, this 9y squared, many people forget to multiply by 2 as well. 18y squared equals to all these times in at the same time. Okay, your IP should be able to do it. 15 times 3, 45 y squared minus 15y. Okay, bring everything to the right hand side. Bring everything to the right hand side. 18 plus 18, 36. 45 minus 36. Sarah? 18 plus 18, 36. 45 minus 36. Okay. Raiden, negative 12y bring over. Become left with how many y? I don't think so. Negative 12 bring over become plus. Minus 15y plus. Minus 3y. Okay. Minus 2. Actually, most of the time it can be factorized. Then now chemo 3, do your quadratic solver. Can factorize or not? Where? Can Mr. Ivan's brain quadratic solver. 3y 1. 3y1, 3y2 equals 0. Okay, you want to form -3 minus 2 plus 1. Check, right? Okay, again, during holiday I got teach you all right how to see this, see this very fast. Okay, number one, you see a 9y square, right? 9y square, there's 9, 1, and then 3, 3, right? Okay, then because you see the middle is -3y, ma. Okay, so I know that, okay, I should form 3, 3, 3. Okay, 2, there's only one choice, is 2, 1, like that, right? Not? Okay, now in the middle, I want to form -3y. That means this 3 times 2 must give you a -6y. So that's why I put a negative. And then -6y plus 3y, it will give you -3y. That's how I get it. Okay, because last time my calculator don't have more 3, 3, right? We do a lot of cross factorization until we find a way ourselves. Okay, so which means y equals to 2/3 or y equals to -1/3. When many students stop at here, must remember to find out what is the x. X equals to, always substitute back into 1. Okay, 3 times 2/3 minus 1 divided by 2, which is half. Okay, or x equals to 3 times -1/3 minus 1 divided by 2. -1. You know where I get this from? You know where I get this from? Equation 1. Okay, always sub back into the equation 1. Okay, and actually, yeah, a few of us has already done quite a bit of this. Okay, so this is called simultaneous equation that will create a quadratic equation. Simultaneous equation that will create a quadratic equation. Okay? Cannot. And usually the answer can be factorized one. Seldom the answer cannot be factorized one. Yeah, seldom the answer cannot be factorized. That means seldom you will need to use quadratic formula. Okay, it's not a must. That means most of the time, right? If you reach your quadratic, right, and then you use more 3, 3, right, then your answer is irrational, right? You better check again. Okay, you better check again. Yeah. Okay.
Like we really cannot be factorized.
Yeah, if you check 2 times and then you really cannot be factorized, means you then use quadratic formula. Okay. The answer okay?
Yeah.
Changan? Okay. Okay, can? Yeah. So you see, you must know which one is the linear one. Which one is the linear one, Raiden? The first one or the second one? Second one. Okay. So always take the linear one, right? Yeah. You can make y the subject also. You can make x the subject also. So y is equals to 2 minus 2x/3. Okay. So take the linear one and always make the subject. Okay. Stoning. Okay, then how about the non-linear one? Don't sub in, don't sub in immediately. No. You sub in like that, you will go get in trouble. Mr. Ivan always say, so you look here. When do Mr. Ivan ask you to sub in? When the second equation is also what? Start with L. Linear. Linear means is there's no fraction. You see this guy got a fraction, you sub in, you're going to get into trouble, very big trouble. Okay, so cross multiply first. 2y plus 3x over xy equals to 13. Then you have 2y plus 3x equals to 13xy. Yes, you see, at the start I also never label equation 1, equation 2. I take it and do working first. This one is my equation 2. Or sub 1 into 2. Actually, this one a lot easier. This one a lot easier. This one only. Oh, there's probably a quadratic there. Okay, 2y, 2 minus 2x/3 plus 3x equals to 13x. What is y? 2 minus 2x/3. Okay. At this point of time, what should you do? Janessa, what should you do?
Times 3 for everything.
Very good, times 3 for everything. Okay, be careful when the 2 only goes to the numerator. So if I times 3 to everything, I'm going to left with just 2 like that. Okay, plus 9x. Okay, times 3 to everything. The 3 don't go to him, the 3 will not go to him. Because when you times 3 to this guy, right? The 3 and these 3 cancel. You all must understand that A times B times C, you only do A times B once, then you times C. You don't A times B and then A times C. It's not. This is called commutative. The only school that now still teach this, right? I think RGS Sec 1 you learn this. Commutative. Nanyang also, you all learn this. Commutative means your A don't times to the B and times to the C. No, it only times to the B only. Then after that, the whole thing times to the C. Okay, this is called commutative. A bracket B plus C or B minus C. This is called distributive. Then the 2 will have. Okay, so be careful. Times like that. The 3 don't times to both components. No, only times to one component only. Because it's called commutative. Okay, 13x bracket 2 minus 2x. Okay, open 4 minus 4x plus 9x equals to 26x minus 26x squared. Okay, bring everything to the left. 26x squared minus 4 plus 5, 9 is 5. Should be correct. Now it's a bit cold. Now it's quite cold. It is. Right. Haven should be the coldest. But D, wow, cannot. Neutral. Yes. Haven, tell me, is it rational or irrational? Actually, I meant Hayden.
Okay.
Rational or irrational?
Mr. Ivan,
Yeah.
isn't it supposed to be negative 21x?
Negative 21, huh? Yeah, you're right. Thank you. Yeah. Rational or irrational? Cannot be. That means both rational. That means it's just that your calculator doesn't go to decimal. Can you tell me what's the rational one? Half. 2x minus 1. 2x minus 1. Then you see, by inference, right? Can you tell me what is the next bracket? You can. Yes, very good. 13x minus 4. Yes. You understand how I get the 13x minus 4? Because your calculator got, but yeah, your calculator got limitation. And next time, even if you have GC, right, also still use this calculator. Some things can use GC, some things cannot. Okay, this time this equals to 0, so x equals to half, or x equals to all over 30. Okay, y equals to 2 minus 2x over 3. 2 minus 2x. Okay, work out for me. Or y equals to 2 minus 2 over 3. Fraction, okay, if possible, you can put fraction, because fraction is always more accurate than rounding off. Two-thirds. Then yeah, Sarah, the other one, the 4 over 31. Yeah, after I bring it down, it's really down. This is older. My room one is lower. Yes, we done. Answer 6 over 13. 6, okay. Okay. Children done? Yeah, children, when you're done, let's just put it okay. All right. Okay. Practices, no need because yeah, this one, you know, is fine. Next 2 page skip. Go to this indices. You learn or not? Indices is full. You learn? Haven't yet. 1 to the power of anything is always equals to 1. Doesn't matter. 1 to the power of 100 is still 1. Okay, so 1 to the power of anything is equals to 1. Okay, a to the power of 0 is equals to 1. So if let's say you have write down 5 to the power of x minus 1, right, is equals to 1, right? Okay, so must always remember when you see 1 on one side of the equation, right, means the only possible way is the power must be 0. So that's why x minus 1 equals to 0. Don't need to fill it. Are you filling in for me? This one? No, no need, because I have the, yeah. Then x equals to 1. Okay? Can? Like power -1 is called reciprocal power. Actually, most of you have done indices. Okay, we also did indices during the holidays, if you remember. Okay, -1 means reciprocal. Write down reciprocal. RECIPROCAL. Reciprocal means what? Numerator go to denominator, denominator go to numerator. Like this. 3 over 4 to the power of -1 is equals to 4 over 3. Okay? But if you have more troublesome one, right? Something like this. X, y power -2 over z power -1. See whether you got space to write. Okay? Actually, very simple one. When you see negative power, right? If you see negative power at the numerator, right, means you will go to the denominator. If you see negative power at the denominator, right, means you will go to the numerator. So the x, nothing happened to the x. The x is just there, minding its own business. The y's power -2 go down, become y squared. Understand? Negative power just means it goes from the numerator to the denominator. Then you see there's a z power -1, right? But it's at the denominator, right? So it will go to the numerator. Okay? Negative power means it just changes from the numerator to the denominator and vice versa. Okay? Can? When you see square root, it also means power half. That means if let's say if you have x to the power of 2, y to the power of -4, and then you square root means the power, okay, divide by 2. Then you will get x square x y power -2. Okay. However, answers cannot be in negative indices. So can you see y power -2? Okay, it's now at the numerator, right? Then the final answer is equals to x over y squared. The x doesn't get the -2 unless it is the whole thing -2. Okay, negative power means it goes from the numerator to the denominator. Janice can understand about negative power?
Yeah.
Okay, Cheng, this is a recap for you. We did indices last year. Okay, so power half means square root. Square root means power half. Power 1/3. Okay, power 1/3 means cube root. Cube root means power 1/3. So if let's say I have x to the power of -6, then y to the power of 5. Okay, cube root. This guy will be equals to x to the power of -2, y to the power of, then you can have a fraction power of 5 over 3. 5, this is 5 over 3. Okay, remember negative power go down, y to the power of 5 over 3 over x squared. Okay. Okay. Next one. Again, negative power means reciprocal, right? Let's say you have half to the power of x. There's a reason